Moti Horenstein, who is making his second appearance in the octagon, losing only to Mark Coleman. And here comes 255-pound Mark Kerr, a former Division I NCAA champion at Syracuse University. Mark Kerr, second in the 95 Pan Am Games. He's a World Cup wrestling champion. He says his sport has taught him to handle fear. In his octagon debut, the Smashing Machine believes the psychological edge is his.
I say it's like the difference between a flashlight and a laser beam. You know, a flashlight just spreads out all over the room, and a laser beam's really focused. So you need to take all your emotions and everything, kind of pinpoint them like a laser beam, and really be concentrated on what you're doing. Because if you don't have them in check and you let fear or anxiety get the better of you, it just zaps you.
Máquina de Bater, the Smashing Machine.
Well, the Brazilians nicknamed him that after his Vale Tudo performance, in which defeated several good UFC people like Paul Varlins and Fabio Gurgel. And Kerr, tremendous wrestler, great ground skills. He was an NCAA champion. He was an elite international wrestler for the United States. Look for him to try to bring it down to the ground.
His opponent is Moti Horenstein, whose discipline is survival, the 96 and 97 Team USA Shidokan champion in the heavyweight division. First place at the Masoyama International Tournament in 95 in Rochester. He served 3 years in the Israeli military, worked with the special forces, and he taught self-defense. Started martial arts at the age of 5. Karate champion Moti Horenstein faced a then unknown wrestler named Mark Coleman in both fighters' first trip to the octagon. Horenstein says he's now ready to beat the wrestler.
After your first time, you're comfortable in this fight. So it was my first time with Coleman, and I felt kind of okay in the fight, but not really. I was all exciting about it and everything. This time I'm coming, I'm relaxed more. I work harder on ground, and I'm really ready for anything.
And Jeff, whatever the competition in freestyle martial arts, this man is always there as a quality challenger.
Oh, without a doubt. His background is in karate, but he calls his style survival. He's an excellent kicker, great striking ability, good puncher, but once again, against the master grappler, he's had a problem on the ground, and that's where Coleman beat him. Look for Kerr to try to apply that same strategy, but the difference is Horenstein now has the experience of the octagon, and we've seen what experience does for a fighter.
Tale of the tape for this first heavyweight semifinal. Horenstein, 3 years older than Kerr. Kerr is the heavier of the two fighters, and we've had differentials in his weight of up to 30 pounds. Michael Buffer will do the formal introduction. I'm sorry, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the big men as we begin our heavyweight tournament. Standing to my left, he's the winner of the 1994 World Cup Wrestling Championship, the winner of the Men's Freestyle National Championship, an NCAA Division I champion. He stands 6'1" and weighs in at 255 pounds. He's fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona. Please welcome in his octagon debut, Mark Kerr! And his opponent, hailing from Ra'anana, Israel, and fighting out of Spring Valley, New York. He's the winner of the 1996 and 1997 Shidokan Heavyweight Championship, the former kickboxing champion of Israel. He is also a winner of the Masoyama International Tournament. Please welcome at 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighing in at 217 pounds, Moti Horenstein!
So can Horenstein survive against Mark Kerr? Big John McCarthy, third man in the octagon.
Are you ready?
Working his 14th UFC.
Well, here we go. Horenstein, also a Shidokan champion of America in 96 and 97. He stayed active. I'm sure he took the lessons from the Mark Coleman match and came back more prepared. But he said Coleman schooled him. He felt like he was in kindergarten out there because he was caught up in the event, not in the fighting.
And he's got a great kick, an axe kick, which can be deadly if he can score.
Plays the double leg. Fast double leg, closed that distance rapidly, sees the legs and is now past the guard to the side. His one leg is still hung up. Now he's got it out. He's clear to the side.
He's got the side mount, and this is where Mark Kerr excels on the mat. 97 World Vale Tudo champion in São Paulo, Brazil. He beat Paul Varlins, among others, in that tournament. There's a knee. Oh, a couple of big knees. And a couple of right hands.
Horenstein wants to stay in the guard.
It's a powerful Mark Kerr.
I have no doubt who's the most powerful athlete here. Kerr certainly has the size, and if you look at the muscle piled onto that body, certainly the power.
Okay, stay like this, stay like this.
Horenstein, to his credit, was launching some good knees into Kerr's side. That's when Kerr erupted and some knees of his own.
And he was fortunate to roll onto his side rather than onto his back. We've seen that be very negative throughout the UFC. Let's listen into the corner.
Oh, Horenstein's in trouble here. Took some punishment there. He's unable to stop Kerr. He's not hanging on to Kerr's head to try to keep the grappler from raising up and then striking.
Kerr is managed and trained by Mark Coleman, and he's showing a lot of Coleman. Boy, he can punch. Again, a couple of blows, and McCarthy steps in because Moti Horenstein was basically defenseless.
The ground and pound attack of the grappler overwhelmed the striker, Moti Horenstein. Kerr, tremendous double leg takedown, some good knees, and then once he got to that mount position, Horenstein had no way of stopping the punches from coming in.
At 2 minutes and 23 seconds, Mark Kerr!
I'll tell you, Jeff, he showed some pretty good punching skills, much more than when Mark Coleman first entered the octagon.
Oh, I really believe that Mark Kerr believes that to be a great fighter, you have to be well-rounded in all skills. Coleman, the elite wrestler, still competing or still wanting to compete in wrestling, has kept to his discipline, but he too has showed signs that he wants to open up and learn some submission and some more striking.
Well, he's been touted as Mark Coleman plus. Coleman's skills and ferocity coupled with good leg kicks and terrific submissions.
Well, he certainly can close the distance with a double leg takedown. Look at how fast he's in there. Good head position. Moti had no time to go to a guillotine choke, even though Kerr's head appeared to be vulnerable for a second there. But then once on his back, he wasn't able to keep Kerr from raising up, getting space to launch those kinds of strikes. And despite his efforts gallantly to avoid the strikes, Kerr was able to just keep raining them down, and there, the honor after the fight.
So another wrestler that does extremely well, Joe Rogan with Mark Kerr.
I'm here live with Mark Kerr. Mark, congratulations. Looks like you took your time.